Okay, so just give me a minute. Let me fix this. Okay. Okay. So hi guys. I hope my voice is clear. Can you please just let me know if you can hear me and my voice is clear? All right. Okay. Thank you. So I hope you are watching me for the first time, or maybe there are other people. They might be aware about me. But let me introduce myself. My name is 𝐬𝐤𝐻 and I am the founder of Learnomate Technologies. So, as a Learnomate Technologies, I have a very good experience with the IT industry. So, I'm having 10 plus years of experience with the IT industry. Previously, if you ask me like where I worked, I have worked with the companies called Cognizant is there, then Infosys, Wipro, then we have L&T Infotech, and there are many other small companies I have already worked. And now, while working with this so many companies, I got an exposure to work with the multiple platform. So I basically started my career as a Oracle DBA, and we are also providing a different trainings about the other technologies. So I'll give you heads up about that, but let's try to understand about this technology first. Okay, so just give me one more minute. I just need to do some settings. uh, okay, fine. Okay, so those people who are not able to hear me, maybe they have some issues from their side. They need to check their maybe connectivity issues, and then things will be much better. So let's get started. Okay, fine. Now everything is set. Now we are able to start with our today's session. Okay, what is this? So while working with these companies from more than 10 years, I got an exposure to work with the multiple technologies like I got an exposure to work with the SQL, Linux, Oracle DBA. I work with the cloud technologies, also big data technologies, and multiple technologies I have handled in my 10 plus years of experience. While working with this company, I also thought like since we are getting a lot of practical scenarios in our IT industry, why not to share this knowledge with my people? And that is the reason we have started with the YouTube channel with the name Learnomate Technologies. And if you see our YouTube channel, we have 20,000 plus followers are available on our YouTube channel. Okay. So by using this YouTube channel only, multiple people are able to understand about these technologies and other things are there. Now, whenever you want to start your career into the IT industry, basically there are some core technologies are there which needs to be understood by each and every individual. Let's take an example. If you are coming from any background, I'm not talking about only the person who is coming from the BTech background. Let's say you are in BSc, maybe you are in BTech but with the mechanical branch, civil branch, electronics branch, or many other branch. These people, they want to start their career into the IT industry. So whenever people are saying that okay sir, we want to start our career into the IT industry, so what are all things we want to start with. So when you try to understand the IT industry, then you will understand that the technologies like there are technologies like SQL and Linux. There are technologies like SQL, which is called structure query language. We call it as a structure query language, and Linux, which is the operating system, are very, very important to start with the Oracle DBA. Now, irrespective of any technology you want to go, let's say you want to go with the Oracle DBA, let's say you want to go with the data science, maybe you want to start your career into the testing profile, big data engineer, there are multiple profiles are there. So whenever you want to go with any profile, these two technologies are the core of IT industry. This is where we should start learning any technology. So when I'm talking about the SQL and when I'm talking about the Linux, don't consider that these two technology we will be working with only database, something like that. No, not like that. If you are thinking that okay, I want to become a data engineer or big data engineer, or I want to become a database administrator, these are the technologies where everyone will use, even a Java developer. So when you want to start your career into the Java developer, you should know SQL, and you should also have some understanding about the Linux technology also. So irrespective of anywhere you want to go in IT industry, the first thing that every person should be able to understand, and that we called it as a SQL and Linux. And once you know about these two technologies, then you can start thinking about okay, what I want to do next, whether I want to go into the web development, whether I want to go into the application support, whether I want to start my career as a Oracle DBA, whether I want to start my career into the big data technologies, or whether I want to start my career into the data science or data analysis. Many fields are there into the IT industry, many fields. But wherever you go, wherever, not only just 3, 4 or 10 technologies what I told you, wherever you are going, first start with the SQL, and the next one will be your Linux. That is the key area whenever you want to start your career into the IT industry. You believe me today or you believe me after few years, because those people who are joining with me, maybe you are the part of final year, maybe you are the part of third year, or maybe the people who are already done with the engineering or any other whatever degree you have completed. If you wish to start your career into the IT industry, start learning about the SQL and Linux. There are plenty of jobs I have seen. If you know only about the SQL and Linux, still you can start your career as a application support. You can do that. But that's the first thing that you need to understand. Later on, if you want to become a proficient, like okay, I want to become very good. Okay, when I want to become a very, very good, then you can start learning about the other technologies also. You can do that. Okay. Now let me share my screen. But since it is our first day, I'll tell you some of the important things that you need to take care. The free SQL and Linux training, which is provided by the Learnomate technologies, it is not getting recorded. We are not recording this session. We are not, like, since it is our first day, we are doing the recording. But even though you are requesting me for the recording, we are not doing that. We are denying that request. Okay, so please do not send me any request for the recording purpose, because recordings are not allowed. That is the first thing. Second thing is that um, everyone needs to join this session live only. Okay, everyone needs to join this session live. It should be live only. Means we are going to conduct this training by 9 p.m. like it's a night time. You can see here in India it's a night time. If you are joining from US location, it will be morning. Okay, so it will be a daily training. Okay, it will be a daily training, and we are going to conduct this training on the same time. Okay, it will be a training on the same time. It will be 9 p.m. to, let me share my screen. So, okay. Okay, let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can you please let me know if you can see my screen? Okay, nice. Thank you. So, what I want to do, the training, okay, the training time will be 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, this will be daily training. Okay, this will be daily. You will not get recordings, no recordings will be available. It will be completely live class, only live class. Okay, live means it will be like the way we are doing that, right? The recordings will not be shared to, any YouTube channel or any social media platform, so try to utilize that. Third important thing is, this is completely free of cost, completely free. Okay, so do not send any money. If someone is asking, no need to talk about, the fee structure and anything. This SQL and Linux training what we are providing right now, it's completely free of cost. Okay, and I'm repeating it again and again. This will be live and it will be completely free of cost. Okay, so don't take this like think like, someone will demand you money and something like that. No, it's completely live and free of cost. Then another important thing is, all the sessions what we are providing, okay, it will be practical, plus theoretically it will be explained. Okay, it will be explained like practically plus theoretically it will be explained. So do not think that since it is a free of cost, so we are going to just do time pass and we will go something like that. No, don't consider like that. Okay, fifth is, we are going to give you some assignment also. Okay, we are providing you some assignments, so please try to do that assignment. Okay, and we are also monitoring the, candidate attendance. Okay, so we are monitoring the attendance also. So those people who are showing, 95% plus attendance, or those people who are joining our live sessions daily, he will get free certificate from our side, related to the training certificate that you have completed our SQL and Linux training. So you will get it from our side, from the Learnomate Technologies. But for that, the criteria is that daily you need to join. Okay, daily you need to join. So if you are leaving the class, and we are monitoring the attendance and everything. Okay, so if you need the certificate, which will be really benefit for you whenever you are going for an interview, and you can also share your knowledge also. If you need that, you need to join our live classes daily. So we are going to monitor that with our softwares and all. Okay, we'll take care of that. So if you want to mark your attendance, we have a Google form is available. You can just click on the Google form, and we'll do that. Okay, now let's do and try to understand about the technical part. Till now, whatever I have discussed, I have just given some heads up about our company. We have given some heads up about the rules and regulation. Quickly, I want to tell you a few more things, that the training that we are providing to you, it will be a job oriented training. Job oriented training means the scenarios that we are seeing in our daily DBA life or in our daily IT life, all these scenarios only we are going to explain you. Okay, so don't consider that it is a syllabus of any college or something like that. Whatever I have learned throughout my IT experience, with this 10 plus years of experience working with the all big giants, that I'm going to put it over here, and that you need to understand. Outside the world, the people are charging in lakhs also to understand about these technologies and all, but our intention is very clear, that we want to make you understand about this technology. Again, I'm saying no cost, with the no cost. Okay, that's the plan. So let's try to understand about the SQL and Linux now. Now let's try to understand about the SQL and Linux. Now what is this? Okay, what is this? SQL and Linux. Before we go to the SQL and Linux, let's try to understand about the Linux part. Okay. Now, if you ask me, we have seen a multiple operating system, right? We have seen multiple operating system. The one operating system that you are using daily in your daily routine, we called it as a, what is the operating system you guys are using in daily your life? We are using this Windows 10, right? We are using this Windows 10. Some people are using Windows 11. Few people might have heard about the Windows XP. Then we had Windows 7. So basically we are using a Microsoft operating system, right? Basically we are using a Microsoft operating system. And those people who are rich, maybe they are using the Mac operating system also, right? But right now, like, we are like, I'm not that rich, so that's the reason I'm using this Windows operating system. Mac people means they are like Apple people, right? You know that iPhone 15 has been released recently. There is a lot of fight is going on to get that Apple 15, right? So that is also one operating system. We have Windows 10 operating system is there, right? On the top of this Windows 10 or 11, right now, if you see my desktop, if you see this desktop, if I click on the search, whatever you see, this is my Windows operating system. Who is providing Windows operating system? There is a company called Microsoft. There is a company called Microsoft. They are providing the operating system. Which operating system? Windows operating system. Now on the top of this Windows operating system, we have installed multiple softwares. Like I have installed this Zoom software, which we are using for our meeting. We are using Teams software. We are using Teams. Microsoft Teams is there. Then we are using Google Chrome, correct? Then we are using a multiple, like Microsoft Office is there, and multiple other softwares we are using. So how is the architecture? We have a operating system, and under that operating system we have a multiple softwares are there. But in real-time production environment, what will happen when you want to install any software? Generally we don't use Windows operating system. Generally, I'm saying, it's not that you are not using, but when you want to understand about database, okay, when you want to understand about database, normally you can use other operating system also. Like maybe you have heard about the operating system called Linux operating system. Linux, right? Maybe you have heard about the operating system called Linux. Then we have Unix is there. Then we have Unix, and other operating systems are also available. Now, what is the difference between Windows operating system and Linux operating system? In Windows operating system, what will happen? Let's take an example that I want to create any new folder. If I want to create a new folder, what I will do? I'll just simply right click. And I will create a new folder. So basically, this is called GUI mode. What is this mode? We called it as a GUI, graphical user interface. But in Linux operating system, when you want to create a folder, do you think that you can use your mouse right click and create a folder. That is not going to happen. When you want to use the Linux operating system, you should know the Linux command. What you need to do? You need to know the Linux command. If you want to create a folder, let's say you want to create a folder, let's say you want to delete a folder, let's say you want to rename a folder, whatever you want to do, for that you need to understand about the Linux command. So whenever we are talking about the operating system in real-time production environment, real-time production, real-time is I'm talking about the IT industry. What they will do, they will not use Windows operating system. What they will do, they will use Linux operating system. So they will use the Linux operating system like this. And who is providing this Linux operating system? This Linux operating system is provided by the multiple companies like Red Hat is there. Then we have Oracle. Oracle also provide the Oracle Linux. So the Linux provided by the Red Hat company, we called it as a Red Hat Linux. The Linux provided by the Oracle company, we called it as a Oracle Linux. So what is this? This is also a operating system like Windows. We had Windows operating system, right? So I'm assuming that this is my Windows operating system. This is my Windows operating system, and this is my Linux operating system. Windows which is provided by the Microsoft. So on the top of this Microsoft operating system also you can install your multiple softwares, like as I said, you can install Office, whatever you want to do. And on the top of this Linux operating system also you can install multiple softwares. But do you think that on my Linux operating system in real-time production environment I'm going to install VLC player or some sort of entertainment software? No. What I will do, when I'm using a Linux operating system, on the top of this Linux operating system I can install the software like, let's take an example, database. I can install the software like database. Which software I can install? Database software. So try to understand the hierarchy. First we have a Linux operating system. First we have this Linux operating system, and under this Linux operating system I am going to install database. What I'm going to install? Database. First I have Linux operating system, and under that Linux operating system I am having database. Which database? This database can be provided by the multiple companies. Like we can have a database provided like MySQL database, we can have Oracle database, we can have PostgreSQL database, we can have multiple databases. Don't consider that whenever you have any product. Let's take an example of this, my mobile phone. When I'm using this mobile phone is also provided by the multiple companies. Mobile phone is provided by the OnePlus, mobile phone is provided by the iPhone, Apple is there, mobile phone is provided by the Redmi, MI, multiple companies are there. Same way, whenever you need Linux operating system is also provided by multiple companies. Then whenever you have a database also provided by the multiple companies are there. Like we have a database, the database provided by the Microsoft, anyone know what is the database provided by the Microsoft? Anyone know what is the database provided by the Microsoft? Any idea? Azure is not a database. Yes, we have a database called MS SQL. Yes, we have a database called MS SQL, or we call it as a SQL server. What we call it as a SQL server. MySQL is not provided. MySQL and SQL server both are different, guys. Okay, SQL server is provided by Microsoft. And what is this MySQL? It's open source. So why we are learning about the SQL and Linux? Why? Because in the real time production environment, like whenever you are going to start your career into the IT industry, whenever you are going to start with your career into the IT industry, your software will be looks like this. You know what they will do? They will have a server, they will have a server, and on the top of this server, they are going to install multiple softwares. Like I'll tell you one example. Let's say this is my Linux operating system. Let's say this is my Linux operating system. And when I'm having Linux operating system, inside this Linux operating system, you can have Oracle database, you can have MySQL database, you can have big data. Like you may have heard about a technology called Hadoop, or some people are calling it as a big data, some people are calling it as a data engineer. All these softwares will be installed under the Linux operating system only. So whenever you want to access this database, let's say you want to access this Oracle database, or let's say you want to access this MySQL database, the first layer will be Linux. Unless and until you don't know how to go inside the Linux, what you will do? First, you will go inside the Linux, and then you will go inside the database. So in order to go inside the Linux, you should know Linux command. What you need to know? You need to know Linux command. And what about the SQL? Why we need SQL? The SQL long form, we call it as a structure query language. It's a language. What is this? It's a language. Why we are using a language? What do you think? Why we are using a language? Language is a medium to communicate. Like we people are talking to each other now, right? I am talking to you, are talking to me. We are talking with some language. This language is a medium to understand each other, correct? So when I have some data available inside my database, let's say this is my Oracle database, and inside my Oracle database, I have some data is there. I have some data is there, and I want to see this data. I want to see this data. I want to see what is data. Data means, like, you people, if you're coming from any college, okay, your data will be maintained in some database. Your data will be maintained in some database. So if you want to see that data, you cannot say to the database that, hey boss, can you please show me your data? If you are saying, he will not understand. What he understand? He understand the SQL. We called it as a structure query language. So SQL is a language to communicate with database. Whenever you want to communicate with database, I want to communicate means I want to talk to the Oracle database. I need one language, and that language we called it as a SQL. What language we called it as a SQL? SQL is a language. SQL is a language through which the people can communicate to each other. SQL is a language through which a people can communicate to each other. A people can communicate to. Now, whenever I want to see the data from this Oracle table, as a user, what I will do, I will run SQL query on my database saying that, boss, I want to see that data. And that is the reason you are using a command called select star from table name. Maybe you have heard about this. What is this select star from table name? Select star from table name is a SQL. Who ran that? A select star from table name is a SQL run by the person like you and me as IT person or as Oracle DBA. You have ran that query, and that is the reason we should know SQL. Now there will be a question in your mind that, do we have a different SQL, or do we need to understand different language for MySQL? Do we need to understand different language for Oracle? Do we need to understand different language for SQL Server? Let's say I have a SQL Server database. Irrespective of any database, let's say you have Oracle, maybe MySQL, maybe SQL Server, or maybe PostgreSQL also, or any other database. Whenever you want to communicate with this database, there is a only one language is there, and that language we called it as a SQL, structure query language. So if you understand about the SQL, if you understand about the SQL, the same knowledge you can apply to the Oracle, same knowledge you can apply to the MySQL, same knowledge you can apply to the SQL Server and for PostgreSQL also. PostgreSQL also, same knowledge you can apply to everywhere. So no need to worry like, okay, boss, we have multiple databases out there, so how can I understand so many SQL? One SQL is enough to understand about any databases. So till now, okay, so till now, whatever we have discussed, are you able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and say me yes or no, whatever it is. Whatever we have discussed till now, are you able to understand? Can you please let me know? So I see yes, 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 yes. Nice. Okay, nice, nice. Everyone is able to understand. Okay, nice. Fine. Okay. Can see yes, 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 yes. Fine. All right. So everyone is able to understand. Thank you so much for your response. Okay. Fine. So one thing is very much clear that uh, one thing is very much clear that why we are learning about the Linux and SQL. So basically, whenever you want to start your career into the IT industry or any software, whatever you are going to use, okay, what will happen? You will have the things like you will have a server, okay, you will have a server. Now if you don't know about what is meant by server, I'll talk about that in maybe today's or tomorrow's lecture. You will have a server, and on the top of this server you will have multiple softwares will be installed. So this may be your software number 1, software number 2, and software number 3. And that is the reason, you should know, how to use this server. Okay, just to make you understand about one more important thing. Okay, there will be a question in your mind that what is meant by server? What is meant by server, guys? What do you think? What is meant by server? What is meant by server? To store a data. Okay, a system that provide the data. Okay, where server is a machine. Okay, fine. So I got multiple response. I'll talk about that. um Take an example. I'll tell you one example. See, this is my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. So this is my laptop, right? So do you think that it's a server? No, right? It's not a server. It's my local system. Why it is calling it as a local system? Because in my laptop only I can logged in at a time. At a time means when I'm taking a Zoom meeting from this laptop, or when I'm using this laptop, do you think that any person from my family, he can also log into the same desktop? No, right? That's not possible. This is my local system. What is this? This is my local. So when I say that, what is meant by local? Local means I have one operating system. Let's take an example, my Windows 10. On this operating system, only one user got connected. Only one. Only means this is myself, Ankush. He got connected. Now, when Ankush got connected, or this user one got connected, do you think that other person can connect? No. Other person cannot use this laptop. This laptop cannot be used by other person. Correct? But what if I have a situation that this Windows 10 machine should be used by user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 1000, like 10,000 people should be able to access this server at a time. Like I will, let's say this is my desktop. I will also create one folder by user 1, user 2 also will create one folder, user 3 will also create a folder. Multiple people will log in, multiple people at a time. Multiple people will log in to this server at a time. How it is possible? This is possible when I am going to use server. When I'm going to use server, then it is possible. Alone it is not possible. Okay, alone it is not possible. So what does it mean? What does it mean by local system? Means the system which I am using right now, the system which I am using right now, it's a local system. I am not using any server. But the system which is used by the multiple people at a time, multiple people means you are also connecting, your brother is also connecting, everyone is connecting, then we called it as a server. And server is like, a normal laptop only, or like if you see the computer, right? Computer, like in computer you will have CPU will be there, a box will be there, correct? Like this. So same way the server will be there. Only the difference between server and your local CPU is server, and CPU means basically you are going to use Windows operating system there. Like let's say I'm using Windows 10, Windows 11. These are all not a server operating system. This is used by the client like you and me for our personal purpose. Personal use purpose, like if I want to take a Zoom meeting, I need to use one operating system, right? So I'm using Windows 11 machine right now. But these are not a server. The server name will be looking like in Windows Server, I'm telling Windows Server 2016. So this is a server. When you say Windows Server 2016, it's a server provided by a server operating system provided by the Windows, and Windows 10 is a client machine. Client means only one person can use at a time. Only one person. But normally in real-time production environment, when you are not going to use this Windows 10 and Windows 11 to store your laptop, to install your software. You will use a server. Like you may have Windows Server, you consider that Windows Server 2016, you will have Windows Server 2016, and on the top of this Windows Server you will have Windows database. You may have other things will be there, and on the top of this you will have other things. So that's the way the things will be running. So what is the difference between server? Server means multiple people can connect to this server. Like when I'm using Windows Server 2016, thousands of people can connect to this server and they can use this database at a time. At a time they can use. You take an example of Amazon only, right? You take an example of Amazon. How many people are connecting to the Amazon nowadays? Everyone know big billion day is coming. In Flipkart also some sort of uh, like big billion day, and then we have other offers are going on. So does Amazon or Flipkart is saying that only one person can connect at a time? No, right? Number of people, thousands of people or even millions of people will connect at a time. How they are going to connect at a time? How it is possible? Because of this server capability only. How it is possible? Because of this server capability. Okay, because of this server capability. But if I'm not using server, if I'm using my laptop, okay, I'm instead of Amazon. So this Amazon, if they are saying that I'm not going to use server is very costly, very costly. They are saying that okay, we are not going to use server, we are going to use personal laptop with 32 GB RAM. Do you think that it will work? No. Maybe they will be able to use by some people, but it will not be work. So server is very costly. Those people who are from Pune location, if you get a chance, they can visit to our Pune office. We have a server available in our office actually, so we can show you that. So if you want to see the server, like it will be a CPU, big CPU, little bit big CPU, but the configuration wise it will be very high. Like don't consider that it will have 10 GB 20 GB memory or 1 terabyte of SSD or 2 terabyte. It will be like maybe thousands of terabyte will be there, thousands of terabyte, and thousands of terabyte of memory will be also there. So the configuration wise it will be very very high, and that is the reason it will be costly also. And why the configuration is very high? Because many people are going to connect to that server, and under that server only you will have your databases, you will have your other softwares will be installed. Because in order to run this database you need high configurations laptop or high configuration servers, not a laptop, high configuration servers are required. So that's the way, like the things are going to work in the real-time production environment. First thing that we have learned about what is the importance of SQL and Linux. Second thing, we try to understand about what is the difference between server and the local system. These two things we have discussed in our today's lecture. So just wanted to understand again from everyone, whatever we have discussed, are you able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and let me know if you're able to understand? So everything is saying yes, 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 yes. Fine. Nice. Everyone is able to understand. Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. All right. Fine. So, one more request that I want to tell you, like, if you try to understand all this concept, okay, again, I'm telling you, today is the first day. Um, it's very like it's a first day, so I don't want to put a lot of burden on the first day. Otherwise, from tomorrow, you are not going to join. So I do understand most of the people, maybe they are recently graduated, maybe you people are quite freshers, or maybe you people are coming from the um, final year or third year. So as soon as we go slowly, okay, as soon as we go slowly to the next level, then you will understand them more and more. What my suggestion to everyone is that do not miss the class. Okay, do not miss the class, because let's take an example. If you miss my second class, okay, let's take an example. If you miss my second class and you are directly joining my third class, but my third class will be depending upon the second class only. Third class will be depending upon second class only. You know how we are going to conduct these sessions? This SQL and Linux sessions will be like workshop. Workshop means, let's take an example. I'm going to run one command. So you are also going to run the same command along with me. So first I will run, I'll show you the output, and then you are going to run the same command along with me. Means after my command, you are going to run that command. So that's the way, like, we are going to do this practice. Slowly, we are going to do this practice. So whatever command I'm going to run, you also need to run the command with me. Now for installations, what you need to come up with the laptop. Make sure that you people have laptop with you. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is, please make sure that you have Wi-Fi connectivity, or maybe if you are using mobile, that's also fine. But I need you to do a practice with me. So you need a good internet. Second thing, you need laptop, because we are going to do a practice. Okay, the way I'm going to do, the same way you need to do, so we both will do together. Okay, third thing will be, the recordings will not be available. Remember one thing, that the recordings are not available. Okay, so consider this as live sessions. It will not be streamed to the YouTube anywhere, nothing. Okay, whatever you want to do, you need to come to the live class by 9 o'clock, daily 9 o'clock. Okay, daily 9 o'clock you need to come. 9 to 10, that's the case. Okay, 9 to 10, and then after that we will see. Okay, after that we will see what can be done. Okay, so okay, now what will be the configuration of your laptop, right? Some people may have a confusion, like what will be the laptop configuration. If you want to do the practice of SQL and Linux, 4 GB RAM is also fine. 4 GB RAM, okay, but at least 4 GB will be required. Okay, I'll show you how to install Linux. I'll show you how to install database, how to use database, all the Linux command, everything we are going to see slowly, one by one. Everything will be available. So consider this session will be very meaningful, very important, practical base, and job oriented training will be there. Again, free of cost. I'm repeating it again over the record, free of cost. Don't pay anything for this SQL and Linux. It will be free of cost for everyone. Okay, now the timing is the fixed one only, 9 to 10, because I have multiple other batches are also there. My schedule is quite very tight, so consider that this is golden opportunity for everyone. Honestly saying, like, usually we charge very high, but since we want to share the knowledge with everyone, consider this as a golden opportunity for everyone, and it's completely free of cost. Those people who are joining from the college, let's say you are in final year or third year, please share this information with your friends, colleagues, family, whoever want to start the career into the IT industry. Please share this information. Please share this meeting ID and Zoom ID with everyone, so that everyone will join and utilize this time. Daily, trust me, okay? If you give me your this 30 hours of your life, I will assure that I'll assure that this knowledge is going to be helpful for you throughout your life, whenever you are going to start your career into the IT industry. And most of the people, since you are a fresher, you can crack the interview, you can mention that in your resume that, boss, I know how to run SQL queries, I know how to use Linux operating system, I know what's the difference between Linux server, how to do that, everything you can do, everything. Okay, so that is the reason I'm saying that if you give me your 30 hours, okay, of your life, then trust me, you are going to be a very successful person and you can easily start your career into the IT industry. You can easily start your career into the IT industry. So remember that, okay, this is a golden opportunity. Please share it with your TNP officer. If you know any TNP officer or training and placement officer, please share this information with those people, because they are the point of contact. They know how to share this information outside. Those people who want to know about us, okay, if you think that you want to know about us, you can get more information about us on the YouTube channel. You can just go to the YouTube channel and search here with the Learnomate technologies. Search here with the Learnomate technologies. If you go here, you can see here that, okay, we have around 20,000 followers are available on our YouTube channel. So 20,000 in the especially for this especially for this kind of uh, it will be huge count, especially for the count like this, it's a huge count. So if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I have shared the link. uh, I have shared the link here. Okay, so you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, I'm repeating it, do not pay anything to anyone. Okay, do not pay anything to anyone, it's completely free of cost, especially this SQL and Linux. But still, if you have any confusion, queries, anything, we have these two numbers are available, which is a dedicated uh, our Learnomate Technologies number. You can call to this number and get more details. Okay, so consider that this is very going to be helpful for you. Remember that this training is going to helpful for you, not only in just getting placed into the IT industry, it will be really helpful for you to kickstart your journey into the IT industry, as well as whenever you enter. Okay, if you are a person with the good knowledge, okay, that will be really boosting your career also. Okay, so in terms of financial growth, I do understand when you are the part of third year, fourth year, many people may not have the financial strong background, they cannot afford uh, the fees of the trainers. Okay, I do understand. So for all these people, this is a golden opportunity, guys. Okay, so everyone must join this session, and believe me, by using this knowledge only, you can grab the opportunity. If you ask me, like, we have trained to the people, I don't want to tell all these things, but since we have free time, I'll just give. We have trained to the people who are coming from BSc background, BA background, BCom background, and all these people are working into the IT industry now. All these people are working into the IT industry. Not only just, see, if the computer person, if the computer science person, he's going into the IT industry, that's not a magic. Okay, it is his path only. Okay, it is his path only. So but the person who is coming from BCom background and now he's, or BSc background, now he's working as a into the IT industry, then it's a magic. Okay, so consider that we are doing something good for you. Take the benefit of it. And if you have any question, queries, anything, please reach out to the Learnomate team. They will the numbers are available on the Learnomate Technologies YouTube channel. If you just go there, you can see that number, and uh, fill up the Google form which is provided. Fill up the Google form provided by the um, Learnomate technologies. Okay, so that we'll track that. We will also provide you the training certificate, okay, for the people. And believe me, many people from mechanical background, civil background, especially from electronics background, they are electronics people are very close to the IT industry, very close. Okay, so they can easily start the career into the IT also. Okay, IT have good jobs compared to the core technology. You take example of mechanical. Okay, now if you see the IT industry, or if you see the everyone want to come into the IT. When the COVID was there, everything was a big problem. When problem were there, IT was booming like anything. Lot of hirings. Okay, so uh, even like if you ask me, someone coming from the mechanical background, he's having some 10 plus years of experience. Even my 3 years IT person can compare with 10 plus of a mechanical person. So that level of package you can expect here. Okay, so just the thing is that you should be technically sound, and when you are technically sound, automatically your financial situation will become good, very good, and it will be stronger and stronger. So just trust me. Okay, I'm going to change your life. Just give me your 30 hours. Okay, again I'm repeating it, because many people will make you a false promises and all those things. Do not pay anything. Okay, so please share it with your friends, family, your TNP officer, whoever it is. Okay, please tell them that Learnomate Technologies is providing free SQL and Linux training. Take the advantages of it. We are also planning to add lectures like Oracle DBA lectures, the lectures on some different technologies also. We will try to do that at the end. Still, we are in the discussion. But I hope you have enjoyed the today's session. How was the session so far till now? Like, is it okay? Good? Are you satisfied? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for your response. Oh my God. Oh, super. Nice. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's I'm feeling very good. And that's the response I need. The people from, like, that is the reason we have started this. Okay, like, we need the positive vibes. That positive vibes we are getting from you people, and especially from the people like third year, final year. These people are very very energetic to many people are might be thinking that कब मेरा ये फाइनल ईयर खत्म होगा और कब जाके मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा. Such type of energy you might be having, right? So ऐसा होता है. Okay, so don't worry, things will get changed. And believe me, like, I am also coming from the very very financial poor background. Means I was coming, then I started learning all these technologies. We grown up like anything. Day and night we started learning the technologies, and that's the way, like, we are here now. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, um, again I'm telling you, don't think that we are doing any scam or anything like that. Believe me, this is going to be a really really helpful session to everyone. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow 9 p.m. IST, 9 o'clock in the night. Okay, so let's meet everyone. Okay, thank you. I'll take all the say I'll will start with the practical sessions from tomorrow. Okay, so today is the first day, so let's take it from tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye. But meet me tomorrow. Please share this information with everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.